Oh, damn it. Hey, Mr. Tucci. Hope you can hear me. I don't know. This is all new to me. I'm trying out this new thing. Hey, Mr. Squire. Hey, Pete. Can you guys hear me? I hope. Oh, okay, good. Thanks, John. Yeah, I'm just trying this new StreamYard. That other program, that OSB. It's terrible. Okay, good. Thanks, Michael. Thanks, Pete. Yeah, it's nothing fancy here. I'm just farting around trying to decide if I want to use this or not and upgrade to the pay one. All the cool features are, you know, pay. So I don't know. We'll see. Right now, I don't use it often enough to warrant that, but that's all going to change here soon. I was just tinkering today. Took a little break from all the computer work that I've been doing. I wanted to see if this works here. Ooh, how's that? Slot car Jesus approved. In fact, it is. Tad. How's it going, man? I'm just farting around with this thing. I don't know if oh, right, this one right here, Pete. Yeah, that's or this one. This was a gift from many years ago. It's Ed Roth, of course. This one has a good story behind it. Oh yeah, this one, yeah. Hey, you like that, John? There's a story behind this. I've decided to embrace my pending baldness. My hair is receding so bad, big baloney patch in the back. So I was actually going to shave my head this weekend. And obviously I did, right? Except for here. And this started as a joke. I just wanted to embarrass my son, 14 years old, So I shaved this off, and my son came home and he looked at me and he went, oh no, Dad, that looks stupid. So for Memorial Day, we went to my brother's house for a big family party. And of course I said, I'll just leave it there and see what the reaction is. And of course, everybody laughed at me. My mom was like horrified. So it just sort of stayed. So there it is. Shotgun Dave's got a mohawk. It'll be gone shortly. So, but oh, hey David, how's it going, man? Thanks for popping in. Yep, definitely, Mr. Tucci. That is definitely a mohawk, and I could stand it up a little bit. Of course, I don't have that much hair, so. Gary says he can't hear anything. Can the rest of you guys still hear me? Let me know if you can still hear me. Over here, let's see here. Audio good now. Okay, thanks, Gary. Cool. So yeah, so you guys like my little HSF? What's happening? So my younger brother, I had a brother who was 4 years younger than me. He passed away 33 32 years ago now. He was killed in a car accident. So we have lots of his stuff still. My mom mostly has a lot of my brother's stuff. So my mom's 83 now, so she's starting to clear things out and get, things together. And so she brought me over a big box of my brother's things. And we started going through it. One of them was his wallet. And in his wallet was this business card. And obviously you could tell it's a girl. And it's, I don't know if you can't really read that on the front there. It says lifetime membership card. I'm like, what the hell is this? So I'm reading it. It is for the Crazy Horse #1, for Cheetahs and Tops and Tails. These are all obviously gentlemen's clubs, strip clubs, and owned by the same company. And the closest one we have is Tops and Tails down in San Diego. So anyhow, this was in my brother's wallet. He had a lifetime membership to Tops and Tails. And I just thought it was like the coolest thing ever. So I took that out and I keep it right here to always keep my brother in my head. Yeah, right, Gary. Totally. Couldn't think of a better lifetime membership, right? So yeah, I'm actually getting used to this. My wife hates it, but what's the alternative? Total baldness, whatever. So yeah, I've been tinkering with all this new stuff we got going on here. I know George sort of hinted. He showed some pictures of the Corvette that he's doing. So we're doing these Corvettes. The body not honestly, 57. This one's a long way from done yet. Still long ways to go. I just started getting it painted. Now I gotta do all the chrome work before it gets a clear coat on it. Of course, I still got to do the interior, everything like that. But this is our new thing. Yeah, true, John. But I won't be doing that. Oh yeah, see this Crazy Horse is on here too. I think it said, Michael. So again, that's the body, and these are what we're doing with these bodies now. We changed. The interiors will be coming now just as a tray without the legs on there. So you don't have to worry about where it hits inside the car. So what I've done is I've put mounts on the bodies now, and we're using these threaded ferrules. George has been putting them in. I don't know if he's going to continue doing that or not. I don't know if he's just going to include them with the kits when he prints them all up for us, but he's got that. We're doing this now. It takes an M2 screw, so you can it's just a lot easier to mount the body. You just put it on and put your screws in. There's no more aligning the interior and all that crap. It's just more like a your average everyday store-bought slot car now. It's much easier to put together. So that's how things are going to be going forward. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Michael. This Corvette, Pete, that you have the 124th one, the Carrera one. George has also been hinting about these new chassis that I've come up with. He's been kind of keeping it close to the vest. The new ones are all coming out, are going to be yeah, I always got the ugly one too, Michael. I didn't really care though. These new chassis are going to be, we're just calling it the flat chassis. Each one is proprietary to each car. The previous series of cars that we were doing, all my chassis it was basically the same chassis. I just resized it for the fit whatever body we were doing. This is totally fitted to each car. Each car gets its own chassis designed. Takes me a lot longer, but it's also a lot better. So, this is, sorry, I don't have very good light in here. But yeah, the chassis is flat, and I've added some reinforcement ribbing to it, but otherwise these are made. And this is the slim can, as you can see, the Corvette and the other new one that we got coming here. I'll show you in a minute. These are going to be slim cans. So I hear you, Joseph. Yep. I could, Tad. I totally could do that. Just print the mounts themselves. Yeah, that's something you could do. Of course, you'll be able to do it pretty soon on your own. So we've got another car coming out as soon as I finalize everything. Needed a few refinements. So, but okay, I can see right now. There we go. It's got to get that back in there. These the tires. I'll just show you the body. Yeah, we're doing the Porsche 356. And this is a special 356. It's the very first 356, what Porsche called the 356/2. And this is the very first Porsche. So also known as the Gmund Coupe. They were a special car. So we decided not to just directly copy the Ninco and use I think it was the C model that they did. Might be, I don't know, the A model maybe. But these are cool. It's going to be cool. And the chassis is already done. Has its own pod. It's also a slim can. So they run good. It'll also have full interior. No roll bar in this one, though. None of those early cars had roll bars in them. Those men had balls. They didn't need roll bars. So fast. How you doing? Thanks for popping in. Again, this is nothing. I'm just trying out this new software. So, like I said, I wanted to see if this stuff would work like this, so I could go boom, bring up a picture. Oh, look at that. Hey, that works pretty cool. That's better than that other crap software. I'm going to ditch that off of here. I'm just trying to decide if I want to pay for this, because there's other things I want to do with this software, but it won't let me because it says I have to pay. So we'll figure it out. Happy Father's Day from Germany. It's Father's Day in Germany, Bo. How you doing, Bo? Nice to see you. But yeah, it's Father's Day in Germany. Didn't know that. Father's Day here is until next month. Got all kinds of stuff. Oh, what did I get delivered? Something just got delivered. Your package has been delivered. Hang on one second, guys. I want to go see if this package is what I think it is, and then we can have a live unboxing. How about that? Hang on one second. Oh, yes. Well, look at this. Live unboxing. I won't show you my address. Can anyone guess what this is? I'm anxious to see it. I'm very anxious to see this. So here we go. Should probably be careful so it doesn't get ripped. Something else in there? Oh. Yep, I had Jamal make me a t-shirt. So I will show you. So Jamal, I know that you don't, probably in the middle of the day you're working, but thanks for doing this, man. This is going to be a cool one. At least I think I used his create your own. I use the create your own function on Jamal's website. And so I made my own t-shirt with my logo. Enjoy your product. Very nice. Comes with a little card. Pretty cool. Jamal's got this thing figured out, doesn't he? So, oh yeah, it came out good. Look at that. That came out great. Very cool. So here we go. Let's see here. Yeah. I've been wanting to do this. I wanted this particular logo on a shirt for a while, man. This is awesome. Man, these are nice quality t-shirts too. These are great. So there it is. Live unboxing. Far out, man. You know, me with my Big Daddy. So yeah, that's cool. Well, thank you, Jamal, for doing this for me. Like I said, I saw that option and I thought, well, I got to do this, you know, but I'll be back. I'm going to order some of your other stuff. His t-shirts are great. The things that he has on them. Yeah, very nice job by Jamal, Bull. Very, very nice. You need a 3D printer, Michael. Where are you going to put it, though? So there you go. I got a new t-shirt. Jamal's t-shirt showed up today. Cool. And you guys got to see it live. How's that? So anyways, that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing today. I've just been swamped with all this stuff. If you've seen the mountain of stuff I have back over here, just beyond the wall here, there's a mountain of 3D printed nonsense over there. So yeah, so fast. It is very nice quality. If you guys are even on the fence about it, go for it. $25 for a t-shirt. I mean, you can't go wrong, right? And I think he even has some kind of a deal right now. They took $5 off, $20. So it was kind of hard. And even have them in my size, extra fat, 3X. So I went for it. Can't beat that. I'll be getting more for sure. Yeah, I know, Michael, John, I know, doing that. A year ago, I had no want or need or thought of doing this 3D stuff. So it's funny how the roads that life shows you and you decide to go down, and I'm very glad that I did. I'm very glad that, Harry pushed us down this road. Because he very much did, it was almost a year ago, July, when George and I were there at Harry's. And, it was just man, this 3D printing stuff sure has come a long way. Maybe we should look into it. And next thing you know, everybody's getting printers. George and I were just talking about it yesterday, or day before yesterday, that looking at, we have a shared drive, a Google Drive that the three of us use, so that when I get done with the design work and whatnot, I load it all into the Google Drive so that Harry and George can print. And they can look at things and tell me, oh, Dave, this isn't right. I need to tweak that, whatever. And I take their suggestions and input and I fix things and move things around. And we all, it's a team effort. So using that Google Drive. But in the beginning, we were just gung-ho Looney Tunes. We were going on all those sites, Cults and Thingiverse and, all of those. And we were just buying bodies. We have so freaking many. And 90% of them are useless. I mean, literally, they're just useless. They're either horribly out of scale, which we can fix the scale, but some of them, they're so thick, there's no way you could use it as a slot car. And some of them are the opposite. It's so thin that it won't even barely print. You can barely get it to print. and then you barely twist it and it rips in half. It was just a lot of crap out there. So that is why I decided to learn Blender. I get tired of depending on this other stuff out there. And then, of course, one thing led to another. And I was like, well, I'm doing this. Let's make our own chassis. Harry was like, we need a chassis. So I made a chassis. And I'm learning and going, and it's just mushrooming. And now I haven't got to the point in Blender where I can make a body. I'm not there yet. And so we are, I won't say contracting with, but we are using a gentleman who is very good at it. You know, this is not somebody else's body that has been tweaked. This man made this from scratch, just like all of our cars, all the TA cars, the Porsche, all these cars. This gentleman that we use, he builds them all from scratch in Blender, and then we buy the rights to use his file, and that's how it goes. So this man makes the bodies for us. I alter them as we need, and then I make all the chassis and all the related parts. So a year ago, I never would have guessed. So if you're on a fence about it, I say try it. The printers are so damn cheap now. It's silly not to. Just give it a try. Yes, Pete, you've been doing it too, Pete. You've seen. You spend, some of them are a lot of money too. They're not cheap. $35-$40 for a file, which doesn't sound like a lot of money until you get it and find out you can't do anything with it. Hey, Easy, what's happening, man? Thanks for popping in. So yeah, we keep upgrading our equipment. I'm still waiting on my filament printer to get here because right now it's a real pain. That's why all my chassis are resin right now. In fact, if you look at this Corvette chassis, I just printed this a few days ago, and look, it's a banana. Can you see how bent it is? Resin is not the material to make chassis out of. And in the beginning, I thought no, it's not. It does not hold its shape on something this flat and this thin. So I'm waiting for my filament printer to get here, because right now what I have to do is I send all the files up to our drive. George will print stuff for me and then send it, and that's just costing us time and money. Shipping shit back and forth between here and North Carolina all the time. So yeah, just got a printer coming, but it's not going to be here until next month. Yeah, right, Pete. $40 for the NASCAR truck. There was that other one we had, that Ford NAS truck. The file was good, but it wasn't really it was so full of other parts. It's a static model. So, and again, I can do it, but is it worth my time and energy to sit here for hours removing all that inner structure and all that stuff? And it's just not. So the weird thing about this program, it doesn't tell me how many people are online or anything, and I don't have my YouTube up, so I don't know if anybody's watching besides you guys, or how long we've even been on. Oh yeah, it says. Oh yeah, there's right there. Duh, right at the top. Live, 24 and 14 people watching. Hey, 14 people. That's not too bad. Yep, there you go, Bo. Thank you. 13. It just went down to 12. So 2 people said, forget Shotgun Dave. Boring, right? Probably boring to sit here and watch somebody talk about nothing, basically. A trophy truck file. You mean like the NASCAR trucks, right, Tad? There is, and we have it. Pete actually got it, and he sent me the files, so I could make a chassis for them. Yeah, now 12. I saw that, Bo. You had a printer donated to you, Easy? Oh, off-road trucks, trophy trucks. Got it. Yeah, see, that's something I'm like totally not interested in, Tad. Not that, I wouldn't do it for people who were, but yeah, that off-road stuff. I never been much of an off-road guy. Yeah, right. See, for me, why would I need a jumping car for a slot car track? I don't get it. It's just like um, a lot of people like the rally cars for slot cars, which are cool, but then they start sprinkling cocoa dust and flour and shit all over their tracks, and make that don't interest me at all. So are you printing anything good with it? Easy? Are you doing stuff with it? Right now I only have the two printers. I have a Saturn, Elegoo Saturn, and an Elegoo Mars. And the Mars is a little printer, but I do a lot of stuff like this printed on the Mars, and you can print bigger stuff as long as you stand it up so it'll fit on the plate, because the plate on the Mars is really small, but it's great for figures and peripheral stuff that you need, works good for that. Oh, thanks so fast. We're going to start getting back the jalopy stuff. I've been doing some outside of the stuff that we're trying to make, that we're going to be selling, obviously. And I hope that nobody thinks that we're getting rich off of this, because we're not. We're barely made enough money to cover the cost of all this stuff, just materials and whatnot. So nobody's making any money with this. I would love to get to that point someday, but right now, no way. We're not making any money doing this at all. We're doing it just to get it out there and cover the cost of what we're doing and get stuff out there. So that's why we're coming up with these new cars all the time. We have a few other things in the works that we're doing, and there's a few of my own little pet projects. I want to bring out a whole line of hot rods, jalopies, if you will, Model A Fords, coupes and sedans, truck, all the pre-war stuff. I want to build a whole line of those, and they're going to be kits too. So if somebody, again, I'm trying to get to the point where I know a lot of people don't want to fool around with brass. I don't blame them. Sometimes it's a pain in the butt. But if you had a kit like this that you could put a jalopy car together with, make things a lot more fun and easy for some people. Mad Max Prince. Oh, cool. Yeah, Mad Max stuff. I have a top secret Mad Max project going on right now. That's for Hughesy, Shane, Hughes Garage. He's Mad Max. He's the master of all things Mad Max. So he's missing one car from his Mad Max lineup, and I've almost got it there for him. I'm going to build him a car and send it to him. He's going to do another one of those big cinematics where he does a great, like an hour long movie, and he needs this one car. So working on that for him. They are, Bo, you can print things really thick, but the file has to be that way before you do it. You can't just adjust things on the printer. You have to do it in basically the CAD program. Or you're going to try to create your own chassis easy? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, Pete, your time, what's your time worth, even at minimum wage? It's fun, though. I mean, I'm enjoying all of this. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. Why bother, right? Everybody seems to like it. And, once again, Slot Car Jesus approved. Speaking of Slot Car Jesus, I printed a bunch of them. They're over there calling my name. I printed quite a few of the Slot Car Jesus, and I'm going to paint them and probably put those, offer them to people. I mean, I didn't print like 100 of them. I've got like 6 or 8. I'm going to paint them up and offer them for sale. Just, if anybody wants one, just to cover the cost of printing them, a little bit of my time. Oh, thanks, Easy. Hughesy's Holden body broke. I didn't even see that it broke, Bo. I'll have to ask him. I talk to Hughesy almost every day. I'll have to ask him if it's broke. We haven't really having that problem. Out of all these bodies and all these kits and all these cars that we've been selling, we've had one person say that their body arrived broke, and so we just made another one and replaced it for him. Although I did add some strengthening to it. We noticed that on one of the cars, the Falcons are a little flimsier in the back, so I added a reinforcement in there and sent him a new body, and no biggie. Oh, I'll have to check into that, Bo. Yeah, I enjoy doing all this stuff for the hobby. I mean, started out so many years ago, and it's always been about helping others and forwarding things. And I don't worry so much. Like, I know, again, lately there's been a lot of talk again about dragging people kicking and screaming into this hobby. But again, you can't just, I don't know. My stance is a little weird on that. I try not to voice it because I know it's probably counter to what everybody else thinks, but you're not going to force people to join something they don't want to join. I don't care what it is. It doesn't matter if it's model trains, RC airplanes, slot cars, whatever. It doesn't matter. If there's no interest, there's no interest. And yeah, you can show people, check this out, here, go play, and they might for a minute, but if they're genuinely not interested, they're not going to continue to do it. You can buy a kid a slot car set. He's going to play with it, on Christmas morning for a couple of hours. After that, it's going to get haphazardly stuffed in its box and shoved under the bed, and it might come out again in a month or 2 or 5, or it might come out next Christmas again. It just, I don't know. So you're either interested in things or you're not. And a lot of people are interested in making their own stuff, and that is why I concentrate on it, because it's what I like to do. This is the hobby for me. And I mean, I have a few cars. I don't have a lot, 30, 40, store-bought stock cars, but I like making my own stuff. So I think this is where the hobby is. A lot more people would like to do this than just go spend $80, $90 on a toy car, and then it's good for a week or two until the next new $80 or $90 toy car comes out, and everybody forgets about that one and they move on to the next one. It's also fast. I think there's more interest if you're building stuff yourself. Just my opinion. Yeah, you're right, Michael. Yeah, very much right. You guys have seen that video I did where I beat on him with a hammer and stuff. This stuff it's strong. Right. Yep. The 3D printed Holden Monaro. Right. Oh, you're working on a car as we speak, huh, Pete? Yeah, I've got stuff on the printer right now too that I have to get off there. I printed it last night before I went to bed, and it's still sitting on the printer and needs to come off. But anyways, that's the hobby for me. Making stuff, I enjoy it. And I'm sure that a lot of other people are the same way. Even, look how many white kits there are. People love those things. Yeah, me too, Pete. Kind of. It's not that I've lost interest in it. It's just that this has replaced it. This is more fun to me. Yeah, there's that Christmas morning excitement every time you get a new one. Ooh, rip it out of the box, and then it's like, okay, it's like shot your wad, and now it's on to something else. But this building stuff yourself is a journey, so you build up to it, and it's more fulfilling, at least I think. To me, it is. There's something there. It's not just something somebody else made that. As cool as they are, don't get me wrong, they're cool. Like you said, I love my Thunder Slots and Revos too. But hey, Chris, how you doing? Tad, yes, I do too. Well, lately, slot cars has become a job, more or less, to me. I get my boy off to school every morning, and my wife goes off to work, and then I'm alone. By 9 o'clock, I am alone. So I sit down here right where I'm at right now, and I get to work, and I work all day. I stop for lunch and I go pick my son up from school. And when I come back, I get back to work, and I work until my wife gets home from work around 6 o'clock. And I do this all day. And I've been just designing and printing and stuff. I'm just having a really good time doing it. And as you can see, the mess over here, that is, oh my God. And so I'm building stuff too. I'm trying to, in between, like, I'm trying to get this Corvette done so that I can take pictures to show everybody just what it is the kit will look like if you finish it out. And it just all takes time. Good therapy. It's good. That's a good way to put it, Tad. Yes, it is. Very good therapy. It definitely, slot cars has always been therapy for me. And I don't know if all of you, again, there's only 13 people watching, so if anybody wanted to watch a replay, they'll hear this story. But about almost 20 years ago now, close to 20 years ago, I started having medical problems, and I in and out of the doctors and everywhere else. And a doctor finally told me, you got to stop working or you're going to kill yourself. It's not working. So my wife and I had a very long discussion. My daughter was 6 years old and my son had just been born. He was young, baby, an infant. And so wife and I talked about it and said, what do we do? How are we going to do this? And my wife, God love her, she's a fantastic woman. She said, look, I make good money. I'll stay at work. You stay home. You raise these kids. That way we don't have to send them off to daycare for strangers to raise them. And we'll save money that way. And you just stay home and raise our kids. You be stay-at-home dad. And so I went, okay, we're in agreement. Let's do it. So I did it. It was good for about 6 months. And then that started to set in that I felt useless. I felt like this isn't what men do. I'm supposed to be out making the bacon, and I'm, breaking my ass to get this stuff done. And I had a very hard time with it. So I stumbled across Home Racing World, and I was like, man, slot cars, I haven't fooled around with those since I was a kid. Let me check this out. And I started looking into it, and I just right down the rabbit hole. Next thing I know, I was building this big, huge wood track, and oh man, right down the rabbit hole. Then, of course, Harry and I struck up a friendship, and the rest is history. But I firmly believe that slot cars helped save my life. Otherwise, I would just be this depressed lump of crap sitting on a couch somewhere. So slot cars is definitely good therapy, Tad. Yes, Dave's sweatshop. I'm the only one sweating, though, Tad. Hey, you too, Easy. Have a great day, man. Thank you for popping by in the middle of the day. No, we don't, Bo. We do not. There is, and believe me, I tried to get the disability for those benefits and was denied twice. It's a long story. Husey, your ears must have been burning, man. We were just talking about you. Bo said that one of your Holdens broke. Yep. Slot car therapy indeed, Michael. And it's, like I said, it saved me. I'm fully convinced that I don't know, I may not even be here if it weren't for these stupid little cars. Yeah, I must be very special. I mean, I got Husey popping in. Oh, okay, so that's all it was. He needed to take a leak. Probably looked at his phone. Oh, shit, Dave's on. I see how it is. That's funny. I don't do this very often anymore. I used to do it quite often, but it just the 3A 3D stuff has sort of taken over my life kind of a bit. And I still don't have my slot car room set up. My daughter, she was coming out here. Now she's not. Now I don't know what the hell's going on. All I know is in July for the 18th is the showdown at Home Racing World. So my wife and I and my son are going to load up the rest of my daughter's crap and drive it cross country to her. She's in North Carolina going to school. On the way, my wife is going to stop. We're going to stop by Missouri, and my wife's going to drop me off at Harry's and then go on the rest of the way to North Carolina, finish delivering all of my daughter's stuff. And then when they get done and the showdown is done, then on the way home, my wife and son will drive back through Missouri and pick me up to come home. So that's the plan. So when we get home from Missouri, middle of July, that's when the whole room change is going to take place. And that is when I will be setting up a permanent track and a permanent place for all my slot car shit. So things are going to get a lot different. Then I'm going to do a lot more live streams, a lot more how-to stuff, videos. Yeah, it's going to be a different world. Yeah, I was so fast. I was hoping to wake up too so I could watch your guys' live stream last night, Husey, but fucking 3 a.m., man. I just couldn't do it. I even set an alarm and I just sleep right through it. Doesn't even faze me. So anyways, sorry to bore you guys with my life stories. But you know what they say. Slot car Jesus approves. Yeah, Chris, I could do 6 a.m. I'm up at 6 a.m. anyways, but 3 a.m. Yeah, I do. I want to be there for the live stream for you guys. You're always on mine and stuff, and I feel like I need to be there for you guys too. So, anything else you guys want me to show you or talk about before I shut her down? I just wanted to see if this worked. Your eye teeth aren't floating anymore there, Shane? Yeah, I have very seldom am I there to see Pete and track fans. Every once in a blue moon, I'm awake enough and I pop in for a minute and then I'm out because of just no way. So, like I say, that's my boring ass life story. It's all working, yeah. Just don't shake it too much, Chris. If you shake it more than 3 times, you're playing with yourself. Remember that. That was a joke my grandpa always used to tell me. If you shake it more than 3 times, you're playing with it. So anyway, guys, I'll let you all get back to your Thursday. It's almost noon here, so time to go maybe get some lunch together before I got to go pick up my boy. Yeah, I'm sure it is, Bo. That's probably a universal joke all over the world. No doubt. I'll end my live stream with a dirty joke for you guys. Do you guys want to hear a dirty joke? Is it okay? There's only 10 people on here anyway, so it doesn't really even matter. But if the consensus is that you want to hear the dirty joke, I'll tell it. So let me know real quick. Go ahead. Bo, of course, Bo wants to hear it. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, Husey wants to hear it. Okay. That's all I need to hear. Bo and Hughes are on board. So here we go. The guy goes into the men's room at the public place and he's standing there taking a leak. And man standing next to him, he mentions to him, he goes, man, I wish my pecker was as big as my brother's. He goes, well, how big is your brother's? He says, he can hold his with 4 fingers. And he goes, yeah? He goes, well, you're holding yours with 4 fingers. He goes, yeah, I know, but I'm peeing on 3 of them. So there you go. There's your dirty joke for the day. So All right, guys. All right, Mr. Tucci. Yep, middle of the day. I appreciate everybody here playing with this new software. This is probably we're going to use from now on. So I'm going to get rid of OSB and use this StreamYard stuff. I'll use the freebie for now. Why not? So you guys have a great Thursday and enjoy Friday tomorrow, end of the week, right? So have a fantastic weekend, guys, and I will see you all around. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.